Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Tarot with Titania reading of the week for July 17th to the 24th, 2026. We are in the midst of what is known in astrology circles as Barbault's basket. This means that 4 of the major planets are located in either air or fire signs at 4 degrees. To know more than that, you're going to have to go do your own research. But my understanding is that this is a turning point for humanity. It's a very, very, very unusual astrological structure, if you want to call it that. And it's been anticipated for some time. And as a result, we are, I guess, in the thick of it. So hopefully you are enjoying life radically, finding things that bring you joy, and holding that energy in your field. So that is what you'll be pulling in as we move through this sort of crescendo or this high point into the next piece of life. Planting seeds of goodness, people. This is what it's all about. And so with that, let's set the intention for this week. I invite you to close your eyes and add your energy to mine. And let's co-create this reading of the week across time and space for our personal and our collective highest and greatest good. 3 nice deep breaths in, please. Coming back to that beautiful body and letting go of what no longer serves you. With every breath, dropping further into that gorgeous field that is the unique expression of you. And with that third exhale, I invite you to imagine a tree root coming down out of the base of your spine, going deep down into Mother Earth and grounding you here and now in this present moment, knowing that this tree root is not only anchoring you and grounding you, but it is also a conduit through which anything that no longer serves you can easily pass down into Mother Earth and become compost for your new good growth. Creator, it is I, Titania, and I am gathered here once again with all of your children now and in the future as we co-create this reading of the week in service to our personal and our collective highest and greatest good, that we may be of the greatest good in this life, on this planet, at this time, in service to that furthering of all life everywhere. I call upon my higher self and the higher selves of all those listening, as well as an overlighting angel of communication to be present, to facilitate this exchange and ensure that wherever we are in our lives, that we hear what it is that we most need at this time in service to our highest and greatest good. I'd also like to invite the 4 archangels to come and hold the 4 directions around us, creating a sacred container across time and space of light, of love, of healing, of insight, of transformation, of wisdom, of peace, of healing, of whatever is uppermost in our field. May it be held here and acknowledged and recognized and answered to our satisfaction in this window today. I'd also like to acknowledge the organizing intelligences, the angel of your home or the land where you find yourself as you are listening to this reading, understanding that this beautiful planet holds us. And each aspect of it holds us. And we can co-create with that organizing intelligence of the divine to have a better experience. Being in right relationship, not just with ourselves and with each other, but with this earth itself. And that can start by being in conversation with the Deva of your land, of the place where you find yourself. So thank you to the Deva of Heart's Home and to the Deva where you find yourself. And to the Devas everywhere, everyone listening to this reading, for our good. Anything that doesn't match the frequencies and intentions as we have laid them out here today is now welcome to go. Thank you. Well, let's get into this very interesting reading for this week of Barbault's basket. And so, Creator, as this is an auspicious time astrologically speaking, what would serve us best to know? That we may make the best use of this time, of this astrological configuration in service to our personal and our collective good, for the right transformation of humanity, the right rising of us, at this time in service to all of our highest and greatest good, please. Okay, doke. Oh, the Emperor. We've had him here recently. So, Major Arcana, number 4, very stable energy, very masculine energy. The qualities that come with the Emperor card are clear seeing. The Emperor sits on his throne. He has the tranquil waters of the collective unconsciousness running at his feet. These roses that represent purified desire. He's sitting at the base of the mountain, which has his back. He's very stable, very grounded, very connected. And as a result of this wise, connected, grounded space, he sees clearly, he sees well, he looks into his dominions, and he puts the resources and the people and the opportunities all together for everyone's benefit, not just his own. This is about the win-win-win, clear seeing and service for the highest and greatest good of all, from a very grounded and established perspective. This is sitting in the past. Its influence is waning, but it continues into the present, into the future. It is important. This quality of clear seeing and seeing well for everyone's good is very, very important going forward this week and beyond, I might say. So, how are we leveraging our skills, our abilities, our wisdom in service to the vision that we've come to see, envision, as well as enact? So as we're moving into this week, we need to come back and touch into this energy of the grounded masculine energy of service to the highest and greatest good, and using that, grounding that foundation as we move forward to create something magnificent, not just for us, but for all of humanity. But it's important to remember that as we serve ourselves, as we follow our yes and follow the work that we're here to do and go towards our yes and our highest enthusiasm, we're connecting with others. We're building a frequency of energy. We're building more of that momentum of joy, of enthusiasm, of satisfaction, of pleasure, of connection. And that's how the new world is going to be built. The new earth has to come from this expanded state of human experience. Done wisely, of course. Purified desire. The present card, the 8 of Hearts, sacrifice. So, emotion. Lots of emotion. And it's okay. It is okay to have feelings. There is a lot going on. There's a lot of upheaval. There's a lot of change. There's a lot of strife. There's a lot of uncomfortable feelings as we change and the earth changes. And we're going to go through difficult patches emotionally. And it's okay. It's important to stay lofty. Stay connected to the wisdom and the vision of where we want to go to, so that we have the wherewithal to navigate those difficult conversations, those difficult experiences emotionally. These are not going to be forever. This is us cleaning up our field, personally and collectively as humankind, as we move towards this new world. So this week, as things come up, as you have your emotions, breathe. Come home to the beautiful body that you are occupying with love, with kindness, with grace, knowing that yes, you are human. We are all in these human bodies doing this earthly thing, figuring it out as we go and becoming more. And part of the moreness is letting go of the smallness, is letting go of the stuck stuff, the old things that just no longer serve us. And we're shedding them now. And there's an emotional component to that shedding. And it's okay. But just stay grounded in the wisdom of the higher purpose, the higher vision, the higher possibility space of what we're moving towards. Understanding this is temporary. We are the clouds. We are the sky. The emotions are the clouds that pass across the sky. But the sky is always there, even when it's a very, very cloudy day. So stay in that wisdom. Stay in that understanding. The future, another heart card, the 9 of Hearts, fulfillment. This is what we all desire, is to feel deeply fulfilled, to bring our gifts into development, into the world, in service of more goodness, more beauty, more harmony, more well-being. That's what brings us fulfillment, and it helps us to add fulfillment energy to the field of life. So in service to ourselves, in service to others, we're building something really beautiful here when we follow that yes, which is life calling to itself through us. It's calling more beauty, more expression, more harmony, more truth, more well-being, more-ness through us into the life field. We're all essential as we navigate this. We're not an afterthought. We are part of this time. We chose to become here in these human bodies, having this earthly experience in service to this greater unfolding. So don't underestimate or diminish your importance. And at the same time, just be peaceful with it. There's nothing radical that you have to do. Be you in the best way possible. Shine your warmest, brightest, heartfelt light. Do the things you love. Connect with those who bring you to more life, who fill you with enthusiasm and inspiration. Go in the direction of your highest yes, not what someone else wants you to do, parent, teacher, spouse. That's not what we're here to do. We're here to live our own experience. And from that pursuit of our experience comes fulfillment and satisfaction. The foundation card, the star, 17, key 17. And the star, this is about our talents. This is about our skills. This is about our yes. It's like the beautiful bundle we came with that we're here to express and to share with others. That we're here, our gifts that we're here to utilize in service to not only our own good, but that of everyone else. And that brings us to fulfillment. This is the foundation card this week. We need to be leveraging our gifts. We need to be developing our gifts. We need to be sharing those gifts with others in whatever way that we're feeling called to in this moment, in the highest expression of ourselves. This is why we're here this week. This whole basket thing that we've been talking about, this is all about us pushing ourselves, striving, aligning with the higher, broader, wiser self that we are, that we've come to be, and moving into this greater fulfillment. Because, well, that's why we're here. We're here to contribute, to make something, an offering, a service, a possibility space, a connections, to be our highest, brightest, shiniest self, and to share that with the world in the best way possible. And we do that just by saying yes to our yes. And if you don't know what that is, that's your homework. What brings you to most joy, most satisfaction, most pleasure? And I'm not talking about being in a state of cloud nine all the time. That's not what it's about. But we have choice in every moment. Are we moving towards our yes, or are we moving away from our yes? Are we moving towards what brings us to more life? And what does that feel like? Well, when we're moving towards more life, we're excited, we're inspired, we're joyful, we're happy, we're content, we're feeling more aliveness, we're feeling healthier, more radiant. Life is easier, there's more flow. That's what we're looking for. When we move away from our yes, we're actually turning the dial down on our life force. There's less joy, there's less inspiration, there's less satisfaction, there's less pleasure and fulfillment. There's just less of it because we're going away from the life force. Life force wants us to go towards our yes. That's why those things are so compelling and shining to us. I've been saying this now for a long time, so you're probably tired of hearing it, but that's what we're here to do. People come for readings asking what their purpose is. Your purpose is to discover your yes and say yes to your yes. Because by walking the path of your yes, you find your people. You find your opportunities to shine. You find your opportunities to contribute in harmony with your highest expression and expansion of yourself. Everything is in the yes. So this week, and this card is very much, the star card is very much about the yes, and it's very much about our talents and our gifts and our abilities and our skills and all what we've come to share with the world. So we need to have the vision. And I mean, this vision doesn't have to be complicated. It could be what you're holding in your heart for your beautiful future. And you may not even have an articulated vision of that. That's okay. But you can start to work on it. If you could make the world, you had a magic wand, you were given the creator's hat for a day, and you could make the world the way your heart would like it to be, that can be your vision. That's what you can hold. So this week, as you're moving through, come back to this dream of what you'd like it to be, how you'd want it to be. And from there, navigate from that wise place into this, whatever emotions come up, because yes, it's disappointing when things aren't the way we want them to be. But understanding that it's temporary. We're moving. Humanity is moving and changing. We're moving towards highest fulfillment, more joy, more satisfaction. Humanity is changing, and we, as the microcosm of the collective, are changing too. And it's through our gifts and talents that that change is going to happen. So we need to be paying attention to this. We need to be grounding in what brings us to more life. And so if you're planting seeds this week in your Barbault's basket, so to speak, let it be from this place of play, of enjoyment, of satisfaction, of joy, and well-being, of all those things that bring you juicy new life. And so from here, let's see what our card to grow on is. So Creator, let's summarize this reading this week. The wisdom that's here for us in one card so that we can live well and fully and make good use of this astrological configuration in service to our highest and greatest good and that of humanity as a whole. Knowing that as we go towards our yes, well, we're making a good contribution. What would be helpful for us to know, Creator, in summary of the energy of this week? The Wheel of Fortune. What goes around comes around. As you sow, so shall you reap. That's powerful. Remembering, if you are sowing goodness into your own life, you shall reap goodness into your life. It's just how it goes. So this energy of putting out what you want, following the highest and the loftiest energy, going towards that beautiful flow, is what's going to pull more of that towards you. It's that we've talked about the gratitude practice before. When we are in appreciation, our vibration goes up, and then we manifest from that very high, lofty place. We pull things in from that high energy. And so this is what the Wheel of Fortune is reminding us, that we are continually manifesting in our experience, and we do that from our energetic set point. So aim high, keep that lofty, so that you pull more of that lofty frequency back towards you, amplified. Because everything is always amplified. When we put it out there, it comes back to us more. Amplification. One of the laws of the universe. So, the Wheel of Fortune. This week is our card to grow on. So, do things the way you want things to be done. Stay in the lofty frequency. You are creating your future. If you knew that every word, every action, every thought, every thing that you were getting up to was going to build your life, was pulling your life towards you, what would you put in your life? What would you focus on? How would you do your life? How would you be different? Would you smile more? Would you be kinder? Would you be friendlier? Would you be more loving? Would you be more grateful? Knowing that as you put that quality of energy out, that's what's going to come back to you. Generosity, happiness, pleasure, all of these things. It's part of this incredible amplification that's happening right now. This basket of Barboult, if you want to call it that, this energy, this is what it's feeling like to me. It's important for us to put good things in that basket so that they can flourish and amplify and go out into the world and come back to us. in their greater changed, altered state of expansion and beauty and well-being and harmony and all the good things we hold in our hearts. So our card to grow on this week is be aware of what we are choosing, of how we are being, and giving ourselves permission to live it well this week, to be loving, kind, beautiful, to spend time doing the things that we love, whatever they may be, so that we're building that amplification of those things that we love into our future, personally and collectively. And so I invite you to take a nice deep breath and integrate that information, bringing it into your field, letting what no longer serves go down that ground into the earth, knowing that you have received exactly what you need for this week to help you to live your best life and to move you forward powerfully in good ways in service to your love, your light, your expansion, your striving to be all that you've come to be, in service not only to your own light, but that of all of humanity in this planet and its connection to the life everywhere in the universe. Creator, this is your daughter Titania. Thank you for the opportunity to be here once again with all those who listen in now and in the future to co-create these readings of the week in service to our personal and our collective highest and greatest good. I ask that this reading find its way to whoever needs to hear it right now in perfect right balance for their good and the good of everyone everywhere, so that we can take this life forward, that we can make best use of this incarnation in service to our good and the good of the collective, because we are all one at the foundation. And our good life adds to the good life of all humans everywhere. May we all rise together, Creator, in service to more light, more love, more healing, more harmony, more joy, more fulfillment, more expansion, more satisfaction and pleasure. That we may all rise together and take all of us with us, releasing what no longer serves us, as has already been decided, in service to our highest and greatest good. I want to thank all those who helped to hold this space this week. I ask that we may make best use of this astrological configuration in whatever form or shape it means for our good and that of everyone everywhere. Thank you once again for adding your energy to mine. It's always a delight and a pleasure to show up every week. I love doing these readings and I love working with you. So if you would like your very own reading, there's information underneath this video. You just go to my website, www.titania.ca. Under tarot, there's a link there for my booking system. And if you feel moved, please share this video with others. The whole point of these weekly videos is to help us to keep our energy high, to keep moving towards our highest expression as individuals, because as we do that, we help to co-create more light on this planet in magnificent ways. And I'm grateful for you and your willingness to participate at your highest level. I wish you a magnificent week of Barboult's basket. May you put beautiful things in your basket that will expand into our happy human collective field and the life field of this planet and beyond, in service to all of our highest and greatest good. Much love and light, and I will see you next week. Bye for now.